Besides the DUI, it's the only thing you have to really own up from. But it's like, yeah, hey guys, I had a DUI, and let's move on.
If they go back and like review all of my videos, though, I'm sure something crazy is gonna happen. Well, I'm drinking alone tonight, so I guess I'm just gonna start pouring up. But I
guess I'll join you. Yeah, you talked me into it, man.
It took a lot of convincing. Yeah, don't make me drink alone.
Yeah, right. It's like,
I mean, I guess I don't have to drink. I'm only 1 beer deep.
Well, there you go. Put the beer back.
But I mean,
you already have it out. You've touched it. It's yours.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's already out. Like, I'm not gonna go all the way back. I'm just hoping that we're recording, and which I think we are. So guys, welcome back to Btier Pod. If you haven't already, click that like button, click that subscribe button down below. We do like daily short content. I think I'm scheduled out to like July, the end of July now. So
while we've caught up,
yeah, we're caught up. We're caught up, and we're posting. You know, so it's good.
Isn't that something?
And then, yeah, like I don't know. This one's probably gonna air sometime in August, and then we'll probably just like go from there.
So we've closed the gap, is what you're saying?
Closed the gap, yeah. May was a very stressful month. Like we had 3 posts a day for most of the days of May. So I figured if we actually did catch up, and I think our TikTok's finally getting caught up, and I don't know how Facebook or Instagram. You guys are.
Facebook always seems to always struggles with it because it's like it doesn't show up on my feed, even though I've done every means to be able to have it populate. So I'm not exactly sure what is going on with Facebook, but I don't know what would be the caveat of why we keep on getting shut down.
I have no idea. I just know that like
Instagram has been fine. We haven't had any issues there. So I've not received any flags or anything like that.
Average post view count, is it looking like above 1,000 at least? Hopefully. On YouTube, I know we're like above 1,000 on a lot of posts. So like every video, we pretty much average like 1.5K, somewhere up in there, which is awesome.
We're consistently hitting around 500.
Okay.
Every once in a while we'll hit 1,600.
1,600 is all right.
Yeah, but we had a nice jump. So
yeah, we just have to keep consistent. I mean, you know how this goes.
I agree.
I was thinking earlier, man. I'm like, whenever you and I just do our pod, it feels a lot like Ghost After Dark, just without like as much political content and stuff, and setting it all up.
That's
it's
very
a lot
true.
easier. But it feels so much like, I don't know.
It's natural.
It feels natural. Yeah, it feels very natural. There's like it's too easy to do. So let's go ahead and cheers to that.
Cheers to camaraderie.
Hopefully everybody gets back here sometime soon. Mainly talking to Phil, but
so what do you think about do you like podcast on Tuesday nights now after you have a night's rest?
Yeah, I feel a lot better. Last night though, last night must have been a weird night to like sleep.
Why? What happened?
I swear to God, like I'm gonna put this on my mama. I went into like a second layer of dreaming last night.
Oh, you transcended.
I transcended.
Isn't that something?
It felt unreal.
So explain. Do you have a experience you can explain, or is it just kind of like it was weird?
Inception. You ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you know how they get to like 5 layers deep, and that's when you can like inseminate your mind and like plant ideas or whatever, and make it seem like they came up with it, whatever. So the second layer of that dream, or my dream last night at least, like I had fallen asleep in my dream, and I was in a different place that looked very similar to where I was before I fell asleep. So like. And I must have been, maybe this is already something different, because like I don't know if you've ever done like astral projection before or anything like that.
No, I have no idea where to begin with that.
Okay, all right, it is real. So like I will just tell people that like,
I've heard those stories.
It is very real. You have to watch out for the demons. Like it's like a very real thing.
Along with you can't go to Antarctica.
Yeah.
You can't go down. They have their own security on the astral plane.
Yeah. So. There's a lot of like rules that are like nobody really knows, because you kind of just have to experiment with it or whatever. But it is like lucid dreaming to a lot of an extent. You're just more in like an actual like physical plane, in the sense of like things around you are things that actually are there. So like you can pick up an object in the astral plane and it'll like be exactly like it is in real life, right? Like 1-to-1. So like if you find a remote, like a TV remote, it's gonna have all the same buttons, right?
Yeah.
And it might not feel the same physically because you're picking it up with like your dream self. So it's not like the same, but it is going to be like the same, right? Simulated object, whatever it is. I would describe my experience last night because this is the first time that's ever happened to me. I was in my living room and I had fallen back asleep in my first dream, right? And I woke back up 2 seconds later, like it, blink and you're back in, and different, like, so same exact setup of my house, except there was like just different colors on the walls, and like it was just like a different place. But I had a panic attack in my dream last night.
Oh,
and that was the first time I've ever had that really happen. Like I have not had like a nightmare in a long time, like a nightmare where you like legitimately try to wake yourself out of it because of like whatever it is. And I had a panic attack. Whatever it was actually like helped me through it, and they were like, hey, just breathe, like you're gonna be good. And then I was in like a second layer to a dream after I woke back up from a panic attack. So like I don't know what happened there, I have no idea. But I was in this room, I walked out this door over here, walked outside, and it was pitch black, like a blackness that I've never felt before. Moon's not shining. You kind of only see like one street light down the way. And all of that stuff is very real in the astral plane too. Like you can see lights. Lights are like a common thing. I don't know. You really use electricity in dreams. I think that's kind of the difference between like an astral projection and like a dream state. People who are like lucid dreamers, they would tell you that if you like flip a switch and nothing happens, you're in a dream, and then you can like work off of that. But I get outside in my realm, whatever was going on there, because this is 2 layers deep. I was terrified at this point. My heart was racing a lot, I could already tell you. But it was pitch black, and you could really only see like a little bit in front of me. But I found out I was in the dream, and I tried to do like the thing that I usually do in a lucid dream. I always jump. It's like rule number 1. You just jump. See how high you can go, because you're like, you can feel like the simulated experience of jumping and falling.
You're trying to do your Hulk jump.
Yeah, exactly. So do that right away. Right when you realize that you're in a dream, try to jump. It's hilarious. But
are you Neo?
Yeah, right.
Or Agent Smith?
I got a little bit of air, not as much as I usually get on like a regular lucid dream.
Okay.
And that's when I got a little bit more freaked out, and I was like, I have to wake up. So I like ran back inside, laid back down there. Woke up, I was not in my house yet, right? So I woke up the first time, and I look over, the TV is on, it's playing, but it's like just a blue image.
Yeah.
I come over to this side of the house, I'm like, okay, this is not my house yet. And then I laid back down again, woke back up, and then I was in like real life, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Like, was
this a nap then you were taking yesterday?
No. This was during the night last night.
Oh, okay. So you just happened to just like crash here, and Kayla's like, nope, you stay right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she usually passes out here too. The AC, only room we got it in, so it's like, if you fall asleep in the bedroom in 90-degree heat, you're gonna die.
Oh,
so,
man, you become very.
We
very
both sleep
brutal.
on the couch in the winter sometimes.
In the summertime,
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. I get it. It's brutal when you only have one means of AC.
One crazy thing though, when I was in the second layer of that dream, the water was on the floor, and it was about like 1.5 inches or 2 inches thick. It was just full of water. Like the whole house was just like 2 inches of water flooding.
Isn't that something? Well, this kind of is an interesting segue. Have you heard of Ship Goo 0001?
Ship Goo 0001.
Yes, it's actually a real thing. It was discovered here last week, and it was coming out of the back rudder of a ship. Where was it? Was it? I think it was up in Duluth, or through the trading route through the Hudson and stuff like that. And it was spewing out. They took samples of it, and it actually is an organism. It's not venom, but it's an organism of some sort.
An organism, not a symbiote, but an organism.
Yeah, of some sort. Yeah,
it's not like an AI generated thing.
Surprisingly, I've saw people that commented on that normally are good at debunking or at least doing a deep dive in it, so it was kind of surprising.
Okay.
The one that's got me thrown for a loop today is these massive piles of anacondas in the Amazon River.
Piles of anacondas.
Yes, I thought it's a helicopter.
That's gotta be AI generated. Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Well, when you start hearing from like Forrest Galante and a few others from the outdoor world that travel in there, they were all on the same page that it was real. It was basically like, to me, it's like it's all one old breeding pit, but just dozens of them, and they're quite huge. And I don't know what, it's kind of an odd thing to see, because it's like, well, we've been photographing and been in the Amazon jungle now for like 30-40 years. Like, why haven't we seen this?
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden it shows up.
Growth for anacondas and all that.
And they're just all, I'm assuming they're going through some form of a breeding ritual, because they're piled on top of each other. So
that's the weird thing. Do you think there's some like group of scientists doing like experiments on that breeding pit, and they're like trying to do some like open up a portal to a different dimension type thing?
Well, there is a billionaire that bought up 400,000 acres along the Amazon, and he could either be developing something down there, or he just wanted to buy all that land up so this way nobody would build on it, or basically just keep it as a natural preserve. I have no idea, because billionaires don't do this without some type of an alternative motive.
Usually it's like tax breaks. There's some in the country that.
But Amazon's known producing most of our big pharma drugs. Like anything that we find in reality, they try to turn around and turn into a petroleum-based chemical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. The amount of random drugs they've just found on species out in the middle of the Amazon, like, numbers massive. I couldn't even tell you where they go.
McKenna, Dr. Dennis McKenna and Terrence McKenna, those guys spent their 70s down there. They spent their 20s and 30s after they got the doctoral. They spent 15, 20 years down there. Yeah. And now Dennis McKenna, Dr. Dennis McKenna is up in British Columbia now. He's working up there because they have a little bit less stringencies on working with psychedelics, because he was working for University of Minnesota for a period of time.
All those people working down in the Amazon right now, I'm sure they love the fact that we have like LiDAR and stuff now. It's like actually advanced, and you can put it on a drone and you can just like scan the ground below you. Because I've seen a lot of people like, oh yeah, like hidden cities here, hidden cities there. Mm-hmm. Amazon would be probably where a majority would be. It'd be there in like the Sahara. Mm-hmm. And it's just for obvious reasons on the Sahara, but yeah, like the rainforest down there, like you're looking at just miles and miles and miles of just canopy trees. You can't even get anything in there, you know? So it's like, if you can find anything like the lost city of whatever, you're going to probably find it there.
Yeah, what LiDAR is ways going to go, because I believe it was after the Spaniards left, they killed.
I wonder what the number is of like unexplored land there. Down there, it's got to be large.
Probably, since there was a vast network of towns or villages in there.
Remember, they saw a bunch of roads down there.
Yeah,
that kind of connected.
I think it was during their tour of the Spaniards came down in the 14th century that they said that there's millions of people in there. I can't remember the writer that was down there that kind of took all the stuff, but they ended up getting sick because they brought smallpox with them, so it killed a lot of it all. And within 40 or 50 years, because it took a while to build an expedition and people that want to go across the ocean and potentially land there again, all of it's dead. All of it's all gone. All of it's all overgrown. But it's like when you're in a petri dish of constant ecological moving
change.
Change. It's always constantly moving. It's got the right amount of water and sun and nutrients. It doesn't take long for it just to take over the ocean, the rainforest floor again.
Yeah,
turn it back into a jungle.
Yeah, that's the thing. You could lose an entire civilization there in under 100 years.
Oh,
so it's like,
very easily.
How many times has that happened? How many times? What would even still be left if we found anything? People would say like, oh yeah, we got the city of gold, El Dorado down there. Like, are we gonna find it? I don't know. Probably not. But I know they think they know where it is. Like they think they know how close it is, but obviously it's super hard to get there, and there's not any roads down there or anything that get into it.
When you mention LiDAR, that's where they're going to make the big leaps and bounds and such, to be able to scan it and be able to cover as much ground as possible, because it's got bullet ants, you got nope ropes down there, you got all the kinds of things down there that can kill you, besides just crocodiles and alligators and whatnot.
Do you think we're ever going to find the Lost Library of Alexandria.
Probably in the Vatican. We already have it. They burn it down because it's easier to keep all that information, because then you don't have to worry about sharing it with anybody.
You think they already just found it and have it and boom?
If I was going to do a PSYOP, and if I want to have the world's
Yeah.
vast knowledge and be able to keep track of everything, having some of the oldest records, why not steal it?
Yeah.
And then burn it all down? But we're so many generations
There's
removed.
just a lot
we'll
of
never
records that it was like flooded. Like it was flooded during like a I don't know if it was like a volcanic blast or something, but like some type of tsunami blast that happened off the coast of like Cyprus or something. I don't know. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I don't really know that much of that
Krakatoa
story.
in the 18th century.
It could be. Yeah, it could have been.
Because Krakatoa was a massive one where actually some areas went through a volcanic winter, because it spewed so much ash.
I think the Alexandria Library was lost way before that.
Oh yeah, I think that was
600 or something like that, or 400.
I think would it be BC or would it be AD? I think it'd be AD.
I think it'd be 80.
Yeah.
300 maybe. No, maybe not. Maybe it was longer ago.
That's
all I know is that they suspect that that's like the first time they've ever kept records of like public ledgers and stuff like that. So like I guess if all that stuff actually does come out, like we probably start to understand why banking became a thing and why like public trading became a thing and stuff like that, which would be huge. Like I don't know, that'd be a massive thing for the financial institution, but obviously we don't really learn anything from that stuff anyway. But
yeah, we don't learn from
history
our
is not
mistakes.
something we look into, but
yeah, right.
it is something. It is important. I don't know, to see that kind of thing. Like I would love it, but
I was just on my way here. I came across a nasty accident right there at exit 3 to come off and to jump in there, and one car was all the way in the outside lane. The side was just basically destroyed. The other car was in the other side of the bridge. Just front end was smashed up. So no idea what could have happened, but it's like all of a sudden everything just kind of collapsed in on itself, and there's police officer there, but nobody was far enough back to recognize it. So, and what I noticed is that there's a lack of common sense on the roads, because you're probably aware of this. What do you do if your vehicle drops below 40 miles per hour or comes to a stop on the interstate? What are you supposed to do?
hold on.
No, turn your hazards on.
Oh yeah.
There
I guess that first.
There are so many semis that I
pull off
watched
to the side, but yeah, obviously
hit their Jake brakes because they were coming down, because nobody the off ramp.
Try your emergency brake too,
but nobody turned on their emergency their hazards. That's the first thing you need to do is turn on your hazards. There's so many people that did not. And it's like we're lucky we didn't create more accidents because people didn't do it. Like there was people on the on ramp there to get on an exit 3. Nobody was turning their flashes on, so people were turning. Like let's say you're going northbound.
Because you're only going like 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then you get off
70
like
easy.
right
That's if you're going speed limit. Most it's Wisconsin. Nobody
80.
don't. Yeah, especially through this area, unless there's cops that are positioned and stuff like that. But it was pretty. It could have gotten worse, but it's like all you need to do is turn your turn signal on or turn your hazards on. But it didn't matter what state you were on, whether it was Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. It's like nobody had them on, and it's like this is why people get killed.
Well, yeah, because like more people just bump into more people. It comes to 8-car pileup, you know.
Luckily, some of the semis that had the tall trailers, they hit their flashes, their flash on. So this way, I'm watching people all the way back on exit 5 there, starting to slow down and turn their flashes on. So this way,
That's good. Yeah.
Create another one. But that was just it's so sad. And then you have the merger from exit 2 there to get onto I-90, and nobody's using the turn signals. It's like I'm just gonna drive up there, and it's like once you start seeing me merge over, that's my way of telling you I want to merge in.
Yeah.
It's like my lord, it was so frustrating. And people, you weren't zippering in. Folks were trying to speed up and then try to merge over. It was just chaos.
It's just so annoying. It's so annoying. It doesn't need to be that bad,
I completely agree.
Make it worse. That's what it is. That's what it is. I don't know what I was right by that same exit like a couple weeks ago, and I saw back-to-back accidents. It was like, maybe I guess this was on. Oh man, it's whatever. It's over by the gym, so I guess it's like right off the exit 4.
Yeah.
And I saw one accident happen at that first light that's right off of exit 4, and then a second accident right by the gym. So it was like back to back. And the cops were getting called in, and they didn't know which one to go to. But the one over by the gym was way worse. Like 2 total cars for sure.
Oh, damn.
Like, I don't know if they had an ambulance there, so I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what was going on there.
Probably a strong enough collision for a TBI.
Yeah. So that sucks to see. And they were cleaning that up for like an hour and a half. I was in the gym and I got out and they were still over there.
Just think of this: if you had to conduct the investigation when one car's on the other side of the lanes, the other car's on the other side, like how do you figure this all out? Because you have hundreds of cars driving by and the peak of the heat in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's not a fun time.
No, it was pretty brutal. They even had they had a fire truck out there, an ambulance out there. They did, at the time they didn't even have a flatbeds out there yet. So it's I was fairly recent to the accident.
Yeah, so it wasn't like what is it? If it's like a Tesla or like an EV, you can't even go near it. Like you just have to like back up and let the fire go
because
out
the batteries and such.
Because of the batteries, yeah.
Or
so
you
at least it was nothing like that.
Oh, that'd be brutal. That would be brutal.
I don't think people realize how bad that is. Like, you know, you just have to let them burn.
Yeah, because if you try to, because the only chemical you put them on is basically a foam. Well, if that foam gets into the Mississippi, we're gonna have a massive die-off, and that poison will continue drifting down into Iowa, Illinois, and southern, all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah,
I'm surprised we don't have big monsters coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. It's like, hey, stop polluting my water.
Didn't we have a bull shark come up the way like a long time ago?
Yeah, we usually.
I don't know
there's
when
one
that.
in 20.
I was gonna say, I don't remember the last time that's happened.
One made it up into Illinois.
Oh, okay. Sometimes they like make it almost all the way up.
Yeah.
Like,
the lock and dams kind of just shut it all down and stuff like. But you don't hear about anybody dying because it's like nobody really wants to swim in those areas.
Yeah. So I hear the theory that since we've added dams to like the upper side of the Arctic Circle already, like the Bering Strait and all that stuff, apparently we've already pushed the amount of water back up towards the North Pole, and apparently we've moved it like 3 meters over the last like I don't know how many years.
Interesting.
But, random tidbit.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to find out how they were
still moving personally. Like the North and South Pole, they always rotate, right? So it's like
I guess
we probably didn't really do anything, but
no, I don't think we did it anyways. It's just like, well, we want to raise your taxes because it's global warming.
Global warming.
Yes.
Global warming. Gotta make sure you get your property
climate change. Climate change. I'm sorry. That's new propaganda they're pushing in 2025.
That's been a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Climate change was like when I was growing up. And then now I don't know what it is anymore. It's kind of like a failed propaganda move, I think.
Well, taxes are going up. Gas is expensive. They've added DEF
Gas
now
is
to
expensive.
diesel.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's worked.
Yeah.
And now it's just a setup payoff, right?
Well, the thing is too, it's like if you look between, it's like Wisconsin has cheaper gas than Illinois, Iowa, and Minnesota. Now also on top of that, I don't know why Iowa's so expensive, but yeah, Wisconsin is so cheap because I think we have a pretty poor.
You know what?
Financial or what
so
is it?
If I
EBT card, something like that.
Yeah, we have like WIC.
Yeah.
We have WET or WBT, whatever it is. WIC, something like that. We have a bunch of different ones. Snap, I think we still use. Anyways, you know what blows?
What's that?
If I buy a house in this town, I have mentioned to Kayla that I have to run for office.
Okay.
And I've been looking at places in town
because
I want good internet. And, I don't know. There might be a potential house that I wanted, so it's like I might have to run for office here.
Well, cool.
So that sucks. Whatever's gonna come up, you know, like what's gonna come up on me? I don't know.
Besides the DUI, it's the only thing you have to really own up front. But it's like, hey guys, I had a DUI. Let's move on.
If they go back and like review all of my videos, though, I'm sure something crazy is gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, at least the nice things you drop the hard R or the soft A.
Oh, I have dropped soft A. Yeah.
On the pod?
Not on pod. I think I've done it on stream though.
I got
to make a point. Like I think I was like going through words that people just like hate to hear, and like I probably have dropped every slur. So like it was just like a list, you know. It's just like, oh yeah, like guys, these are just words, you know. I'm not saying them at anybody because that's what hate speech is, right? Hate speech would be like it directed at somebody. So I think I just listed off a bunch to make a point one day, and I was like, guys, these are just syllables. These are words on a page that don't mean anything.
Well, hate speech is subjective. It all depends on who's pissing you off and who has the bigger bank account. That's
Well,
to take you to jail.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't like I said, it wasn't at
And as long as it
anybody.
doesn't say anything anti-Semitic, I mean, you're probably gonna have to pledge allegiance to the Israel. So you have to make a trip over there, kiss the
Well,
wall.
I might have to do that to win. Like that might be that might be something else entirely separate.
And this is where you dual citizenship, and you won't pay loyalty.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're gonna have to fall into religious.
Yeah.
And become all religious.
I do have to become religious.
Yeah.
Dang. Religious to the state and religious to Israel and
You gotta make sure
under God and all that.
They need you to make sure you're paying homage to the god of Saturn.
That's the thing.
Black
do
cube.
you think I could win on a local platform without having to do any of that? I feel like I could. I feel like I could.
think you could do that and stuff like that.
Because what I want to do, if I was actually gonna run, like if I was running for mayor or if I was like running for some like city treasury, I don't know what else I would really do. I think I would put most of the funds that we make as a surplus into the city into like Bitcoin and crypto. Like I wish I could have done that like eight or 9 years ago, but like I would do it now definitely.
Yeah, because it just had an all-time high too as well. 116.
Yeah. At the time of recording, so I don't know what it will be in another month.
Yeah, exactly. Another month. Hopefully, it'll still be above six figures.
200. Hopefully, yeah. But no. It just like kind of thinking about that, like what I would actually have to run on. I think I'd have to like run on getting the potholes out of the city. I think that alone might win. Like, I don't even think anybody else cares about anything else. You know?
Yeah, most of the potholes.
And I think we'd be really tough on crime.
Yeah.
Like I think I'd just be like, guys, we're chopping hands off if you're going to be stealing from Walgreens. I'm sure that would be a popular platform.
Yeah, or we can always make a deal with Florida. We could send the Chomos down to Alcatraz.
Yeah. Guys, we're sending criminals and homeless down to Alcatraz.
Yeah.
The alligator place, whatever they're doing.
It only took them like 12 days to put it up. Only going to house 3,000. It's like that. I don't think that's enough. That's still a lot of people. That's a town. That's a town.
That's a town in 12 days, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Not enough, but it's a lot.
Talk about establishing a worse hell than tent city in Arizona.
Yeah. Yeah, do that. We could set up tent cities.
They did. They had one in Arizona. That's why I never got a DUI in Arizona or got myself in trouble because I don't want to go to tent city.
Yeah.
Tent city is brutal.
Yeah.
And it's like knowing most people's luck, you end up getting a DUI or getting in trouble in June, July, August.
I'm sure they just send them in there.
Oh yeah, you're in there and you used to wear a pink jumpsuit. The new after Joe Pyle died, then after the new sheriff was elected,
to be more
they went DEI. They went straight DEI.
It had to be more like accommodative to the criminal and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they went DEI and such, and ESG to follow that thing.
Yeah, and that's what I was like looking at our current mayor, and I was like, I did not remember electing this guy at all. Like, I don't think he was on the ballot last time I went to go vote, but he's like not from La Crosse. Like, at least from what I could see, he just like wasn't a local. So I was like, why do I want this guy here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think that's just like a thing. I don't really want everybody to like go run for local politics or anything like that. Like, I don't think you can really make a change. I mean, we've seen that over the last like week. We've definitely seen that. It doesn't matter who you vote for; you're gonna get the same thing.
Yeah, they're gonna pray their allegiance to Israel, and America comes second. Will come second.
So you can't really vote your way out of it. But I think just like running for like political office might be kind of fun to do. I know it costs a lot, but I think I can get funding if I'm like, I'll just do whatever. Like it doesn't.
Hey,
really
Roseanne
matter.
Barr made 4th place when she ran for president.
Yeah, I think I could.
Isn't
do
that something? Right, you spend a dime.
I think just running on like YouTube and Twitter now, you could probably do a pretty good number. Like you don't have to win, but you could do pretty well.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, Brandon Herrera showed that too. Like down in Texas, like he almost won a congressional district.
Yeah.
By just running on his platform, which I know it's like big, but I like I said, I told Kayla if we end up buying a house here, I have to run for political office. I like told her that, or I'll start going to like city meetings and just being like really being heavy complaints about like taxes and stuff. But I feel like that's doing my part. So like, and it's better than I don't know. Like if I'm not gonna have like a full-time job, I should probably do something like that. So like that's the other justification. It'll give me something to work on. I'll start looking at city bills and being like, well, why is this in here? And then when you argue it, people get really mad, and then they're like, okay, we'll just take it out. And okay, cool, neat. That's all I wanted. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'll get my way, like regardless.
Right.
So That might be me in the next like year or two.
You should have your running mate be Ryan, 'cause this way you guys can just run the town.
Just libertarianize the whole city.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would do that. Like, but I don't know what he's up to. I don't know if he wants to make a political run.
No.
I feel like
He's just taking that money. He's got to focus. He's got a goal of being retired at 45.
Is that what his goal is?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to be like done with everything at like 35, but like I don't know. That's
6 years.
Yeah, just under or just over.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. My original plan was just to make like $1 million by 30, but now that's been pushed up. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen when I get to 35? I realize that I don't really want to be retired. And I'm gonna like make another goal. Yeah. So that's the problem.
That's usually what most goal oriented people are. You know.
Yeah.
I've just been following the goals that I've set myself on Facebook. It's because they give you goals to be able to achieve to be able to make money. So I'm just hitting those. Those are simple goals, but it's like you can knock a lot of those out rather rapidly. You can spread it all over and just remaining consistent with it, you know, and with like CapCut and be able to do AI and such. The only thing is you have to basically do everything without an audio because you have to go royalty free on Facebook.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How close are you? Okay, so like did you write like goals at the beginning of the year?
No, I didn't. But now it's like I'm with the loss of BioLife, I've had to really double down to get it. So now I'm getting my views back up. I'm hitting mid 6 figures now. I'm just remaining consistently. My downloads have gone up too as well for my podcast. In 7 days I went up over 300%.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
so
good.
The results are working, but I'm just.
How about like personal goals? Have you like? I guess this could be in relation to the podcast, but I guess like did you set like, you know, New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I'm just kind of doing what I like. I'm just achieving the next goal after the next goal. I just look at the next 6 months and just try to accomplish those goals there I want to achieve. So now it's like, now I'm at the end of the first 6 months. Now I'm moving the second 6 months. Now just focusing on hunting and fishing and being able just to spend more time with my dad. You know,
that's a great goal. Yeah.
With as you get older and like having your friends and family die, it's like you just kind of you just got to figure out what you want to do and like the people you want to do with it. And some people are not going to be where you're at, and you're not going to be where someone at. So you just kind of find the happy medium of it and just focus on those micro goals. You know, I actually had a really nice conversation with Doug and Twyla. So
nice
on Saturday, yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
How's Doug doing?
Doing really well. You know, his cancer treatment is good. He's just now almost done being potty trained. So. Anybody that's gone through colon cancer can relate to it. Twyla's doing phenomenal. She's like the $6 million woman. She broke 2 ribs. She having arrhythmia along with dealing with she broke her foot. Like she got caught in a windstorm and knocked her over. Broke her foot, broke her leg.
Dang. Can't catch a break.
Oh man, well I think it was out at the farm. So with that being said, it's like that wind just whips through. There's not a lot of means to break down that. Slow the wind down. It just comes through, and it just caught a door. She caught with it, and it just happens, man.
That's awful.
It's getting old, man. It's rough, but she stays at it. But she's doing really well. You know, they went to. I talked to them right before they went to 6 o'clock mass on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Right on.
Doug sent me a tasty liqueur.
Has he invited us down there yet?
He wants me to reach out to him and figure it all out. So we should really take advantage of it.
Guys trip.
65
be a weekend. Yeah,
because the upside we would basically take over the house in the country.
Side house. Yeah,
the side house. yeah. Because that's when then Twyla can do what she needs. She has her own means of transportation, cell phones and stuff like that, and then we can just kind of hang out there as the guys.
All right. Yeah, that's what we got. Got your pod out there.
Oh, you bet your sweet booty. We'll definitely be doing that. You know.
Oh yeah. That'd be cool.
I reached out to him because it's like I haven't talked to John for a minute. And he hasn't been returning he hadn't returned my phone calls in a while. It's like, well, this is kind of strange. Usually the tall tale sign is that he's not doing so hot mentally.
Yeah, that sucks to just kind of like recognize that, I guess.
But Doug was telling me that he's crushed it. He's got a job. He's doing multiple things with multiple churches, doing a lot more with singing. So it's like he's doing really, really well. As far as I'm aware, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a major win for him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Now it's just changing his perception, like finding a good woman for him.
Yeah, or not.
Or not. Yeah, that's true too. That's very true.
nowadays the dating pool, man. I don't know.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you just think though, you're 40 and having your first kid, you'll be sick. You'll be in your 60s.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be like 55 running around, like trying to like track this kid.
Oh yeah, right.
I don't know.
I was listening to Diary of a CEO, and I think it's Weinstein, and they were discussing like how we've done such a good job that nobody wants to think about their legacy, and your legacy falls within your kids, you know. And we've done such a good job of brainwashing, or the devil's going to do such a good job of having people focus on monetary gain or materialism instead of looking at what really gives you a legacy.
Yeah. I mean, this is one thing though too. It's like your kid, you know, do people like put too much into their kids? Like where it's like, oh, like I never became a track star, so you're gonna become a track star, you know, or I never became a
that's subjective.
famous
That's
singer,
subjective.
so
You know?
I'm gonna make you become like a singer, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. We went for Alicia's for 4th of July. We had over 100 people there. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like that's a real legacy, right? That all started from 6 people.
Yeah.
You
You're
know?
talking about like a family reunion type
well,
thing, yeah.
That wasn't a family reunion. That was just 4th of July.
Oh, okay. I thought okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a family reunion event, but
No. It's just a tradition. It's a good way to break up the summer and break up the year because July is halfway through the year. Now we are closer to 2050 than we are to 2020 or 2000. Excuse me.
Yep, we're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
2050.
Yeah. Right. You know.
Not a good year. Acting like I've lived through it already. Yeah. No, yeah.
It was when you had your lucid dream. You went 2025. It's like I'm
That's
still on the
probably
couch.
what it was, dude.
Yeah.
I hope I'm chilling on the couch in
Right.
2055. I'm not in the pod or whatever. Like I'm
Yeah,
that's
not eating
thriving.
bugs.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
not
it's even
eating
better.
bugs. I'm not eating bugs. Right. My apartment might be flooded 2 inches of water, but I'm not eating bugs and I'm not in the pod.
I was gonna say
So-
you rent something from my landlord.
Yeah. The same landlord, same everybody. Yeah.
Right.
My life's
Just
not
like, look at this
changed.
2050. But
At that point, you just start telling people I'm doing good when they ask what you're up to.
oh yeah.
You know, I think that's always been a tough question to answer for me. Is like, oh, like what have you been doing with your life? And my life literally is like the same as it was like 5 or 6 years ago. Cause I don't really like change my habits. You know what I mean? Like I go to the gym every day and like, or not every day, but whatever. I go to the gym every couple of days and I like kind of do like the same things and like the minute details might have changed and like what I'm doing day to day like detail wise has changed, but like overall my mental health has stayed like exactly the same.
Yeah.
So like it hasn't, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I've like changed. Like I feel like maybe I've like adapted certain things and like, you know, made changes on a daily to just like make things happen a different way. But like overall the goals have not changed. Overall, like the same mentality has like been even, you know?
You've grown as a person, but you just nobody else sees it because it's like you have your nose to the grindstone. You have goals that you want to achieve, and that's just the way you've created your level of discipline to maintain that throughout. Now it's just like for you to be able to go do a trip down to Doug's, that's 5 hours one way. And it's like, can you be able to find 48 hours to break it away? Because it's like
That's the thing.
my thoughts would.
I gotta like divert attention away from like the work a little bit, but that's kind of like the hard thing. It's like I get a phone call, you know, and somebody's like, "Hey, I need help with this," and I'm like, "Okay, like I got you, but let's get it done quick," you know. And that's the kind of thing I need to like. But also, that's also part of like owning the business too. And like we've had so many things happen over the org over the last like year. It's getting so like mentally stressful. Swamp. I don't know if you remember him in chat. He was in our old chat, guys. For Dose After Dark, go check us out. Btier if you haven't already. Click that subscribe button. He was like in chat a while back or whatever, you know, and we kind of keep tabs. We're in Discord together, whatever. But he recently just went through like this whole thing with his ex, and he had to move. He had to like get away from her. It was like a whole thing. And he might not be able to like help in the org anymore. And he was like telling me that the other day. He's like, he has like a court case coming up. It's like a whole thing.
Oh, you catch charges or you just divorce?
I don't know.
However it works in Canada.
I don't know what kind of. I don't know how it works in Canada either. And he lives on a res, so he has a tribunal he has to go to. I don't know how any of that works.
Yeah, it all depends if he's dated, if his
No
ex
idea,
is native or is she a white person.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about her. So that's gonna be like a whole thing. And
Right.
he was like a pretty but he was like very much involved in the org.
Mm-hmm.
So if that goes negative, like I don't know where we're gonna be. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and I hate not knowing.
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely feel like the coming stress of like whatever comes out of all of this stuff because it's gonna be a lot like what we went through not even 6 months ago. We had like my third in command had like a whole issue with a sexual assault allegation thing.
Good golly.
And we had to get rid of him and we had to drop him off the org and we dropped him like a hotcake and everybody was like in agreement with it, but it's just like, what do you do? Like what do you do? I don't know. Like I don't know. And if we have to like reorg the org, like I don't know what it will look like in another like 5 months. I have no idea. It's like very stressful. But I just know as a leader, right, you have to like take everything as like, hey, I messed up. You guys are doing great, but let's move forward. And it's just I don't know how many times we can keep doing that, before something like just breaks, I guess. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I don't know. Like I might have brought that up to you earlier this year. Okay, I thought I did.
This is all brand new, man. I had no idea that you went through that type of assault case.
Yeah, I had to fire somebody.
Well, when they do something that egregious,
it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. I think and we had already had like issues with how he was doing things anyways, and everybody else did. But it was easy to do. But still having to go through it, like I said, as a leader, you have to take full responsibility for being like, hey, like I hired this person, I shouldn't have. It was my bad.
Well, you didn't know. You don't know because everybody
it's all
has
the online personas.
Yeah,
man.
you have
it
two different lives.
It bothers me so much. It bothers me so much.
Sucks.
Well, I'm pretty honest online. Like I know I have personas, but like I'm pretty honest. Like when you kind of just boil it down to like who I am as a person, it's gonna be me.
Your personas are more like characters anyway, so it's like.
And
but there's a lot of truth in between it all.
There's a very obvious notion to the character too. It's not like you're gonna get. Yeah. So that said, it's like you don't know who else is going to be that honest when they get online. And
do you want to drop spyware into their computers? I mean, it's like that. Do you really want to be that type of organization? Like, hey, I'm gonna drop, like, just in case you're honest, I'm gonna drop as a security protocol some spyware in here to find out what you're like.
Well, that's the thing too. It's not like I'm gonna be, like, I'm not gonna be like issuing company computers to people to make sure that they're only editing with it or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then you have to put
that's
the
like
money
what
up
your
for it.
job does, and like I'm not gonna be like that person.
Yeah. Plus, it's like that's a lot of front capital to be able to put up video those type of laptops.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit of capital.
Sure. And on top of that, you have to have IT system. Well, last thing you have the skills to do it, but
we have IT people, so that's nice. Like me and DJ are definitely like very much on top of all that. We help people with streaming setups all the time. But to that degree, I can't do that. I can't do that in a good heart,
like, you want to give them some of their anonymity, but that's the risk you take when it comes down, because you can't blame yourself for hiring them. You don't know what's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
They could have been doing this for a decade, or or just happened like 30 days ago. And it come to find out it was all a false allegation because she wanted to have more rights for the kids.
That's the other thing too.
Yeah,
we have no idea. We have no idea like how it's gonna play out.
Yeah.
So we're like, and Stunt, like Swamp Man, great guy. Like it's just a tough situation.
Yeah.
I can't be a part of it. That's the other thing. Like I can't just wait for like a public statement from the org. You kind of have to make it before you even know the outcome.
And the upside is like if once he gets his life together, he has an opportunity coming back. Now the other guy with the other guy with the assault charge, and if it comes out that she was a liar, or whatever the case may be, or
case by case.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to take it by every credible reaction to it, and it's like, hey, this is notarized by X judge, this date, this court body. Here's the court case.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean.
But as a company,
do you want to bring? It's already negative.
I was gonna say, like, you don't even want to bring it back. It's kind of crazy, like thinking in that PR mindset. It's like I understand, and then
You guys bring it back as a 501 or a
501c3.
yeah, not a W-2 appointment, but a 1099 employee.
Yeah, we can do contract employees. I mean, that's kind of like where we're at anyway, to be honest. Like, we hire video editors every now and again and stuff for people, but that's, I mean, or artists. Like after that tournament, we've kind of been dialing it back.
How did that tournament? So now with your tournaments, what's your guys' track record on? Are you guys 50-50, batting 500?
No, I mean, there's not much like comeback yet. It was a charity event, so we didn't really expect much money back, but we haven't really like gotten much of like a growth impact either. So that's kind of what we were looking for. We were like hoping for, you know, like, oh yeah, like at least more followers and stuff like that. We may have gone up like 100 or 200 on Twitch since then, so a little bit more growth than usual. But nothing to the degree of like, you know, hey, we're making money back on that. Like, you know, that is a write-off, and that's going to be a charity write-off, and
that's it.
I think everybody kind of understood that when we got the tournament going.
Did you guys have a sizable donation, or
we ended up raising like a little over 1,100 that day, I think. So plus my donation, I think it was like 3,800 total or something with Ellie's donation too. So we ended up raising like almost $4,000.
That's still impressive. That's still really good.
That's really good for like a no-name org and like a pretty popular streamer, and then getting like a bunch of different popular streamers. But yeah, like I said, it's weird taking a PR stance as a company, because like, okay, so say like everything comes out about like the earlier individual that got fired from us, right? So say everything comes out and she was faking it and it was like notarized by a judge and all that stuff. As a company, we can't just wait a year for that stuff to happen.
Oh, I completely agree. You have to move forward.
It's very weird. It's very weird because like in my heart of hearts, I'm like hoping that guy's, well, hopefully he didn't assault somebody, because honestly that is like really bad for the victim in general, right? Like I think that's like first and foremost. And then secondly, it's like, you know, I hope he's never that person. Like, you just hope never somebody's not that person. You know what I mean? So it's just odd because like as a company, you just have to take an immediate harsh stance, because you obviously can't have that behavior anywhere in the workplace or anywhere in like with other people, other creators. You can't associate.
I listened to a guy you dropped the hard R in a meeting. Man. He was gone within 20. Yeah, he was gone within a day.
Yeah.
So it's like, shit.
So I guess I sympathize with companies or ad sponsors or advertisers when they just immediately cut ties with somebody amongst just the allegations, right? I get it now. I like understand that, and I don't think it really quite hit me beforehand. You know, like, hey, if you're like Mountain Dew or Red Bull and you're sponsoring a content creator and then they have some type of allegation against them, immediately drop them. And I get it. I get that now. And it's not anything I've gone through before. It's not anything that I've handled before.
Disrespect you. We have the biggest example of
gone,
it.
Right? You just do it right away, because your brand can't be associated, and all the people that you're also sponsoring can't be associated with that sponsee, right?
Oh yeah,
so
I completely agree. I know.
Very crazy.
It's
never something I thought I had to go through. So that was the start of the year. That was like in February or January for us.
Oh boy, that was real early on.
And then I just feel like we kind of lost a lot of momentum with that. And then now that like the tournament's over, we don't really have anything much going forward. So I'm like,
you gotta start figuring out what was the.
We gotta reorg and make money, and that's what we have to do. And I don't know where that comes in. Me and DJ talk about it every week. We have a meeting, but we have like a board meeting, an executive board meeting, and we gotta figure that out.
Yeah,
I know we shouldn't be talking about this on Btier, but it's just like I gotta figure that out. So it's just something that's in the back of my head. And then as soon as I do figure that out, we'll have more time to go do whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, then I can go like down to Arizona with you guys, or I can go down to Doug's farm.
Yeah. The only downside is like Doug's 65, so there is a time limit on that.
Yeah.
Arizona, we have still some years from that, so. You know, you got to figure out like what's more priority. Like Arizona will be fun, but
I want to go see Doug, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
But Doug's just a good guy.
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen him forever.
Oh yeah, Doug and Twyla are phenomenal. You know, I'll send, if I find a really good tasty IPA, I'll send a picture to him, or I'll send a picture to Twilight, just like, hey, thinking about you. I think you might like this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That sounds good. Would you want to ask a question from the hat?
Sure.
Or do you want me to? I don't know what time we're looking at right now.
Oh, we're at 51 minutes.
Yeah, I figured we're about 45 minutes in. Yeah.
All right. This is definitely a question from Phil. If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you are doing with the money?
Won the lottery?
Yep. If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you do with that money?
Saving it? Putting it into crypto? Like we're gambling again. I don't know. That's how we make more money, I guess. You know? Yeah.
All right.
I'm boring, I guess.
Yeah, hey, that works. So
boring answer, but that's what I do anyway. So.
Well, if I found out I won, the first thing I'd be calling is a tax attorney, a 501c lawyer.
Why?
Because I need to figure out how to keep that money. I don't want to give the Matrix more of my money. It's my money.
By giving the Matrix more money, you're not going to be safe.
Well, you got to figure out
the
something.
Matrix is your tax attorney and your lawyer.
Yeah. I'm still gonna play within the rules, man. We're not outside the Matrix yet. But the idea would be is basically like.
Wait, is this cash under the table?
No, this is lottery.
It's a lottery.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the state knows that you won it, so you will be getting garnished.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're gonna want their 40% cut, and then every cut they're after.
It's 50% every dollar over $1 million, and then it's. No, I guess it's state based after that. So here it's probably quite a bit because we have a progressive state tax. But
the best thing you could really do is like the real wealth is being able to buy some land in a remote area where your nearest neighbor is like 30 to 40 miles away. Yeah, and then you just set yourself up for success with that kind of money. Yeah.
Iron Mountain, Michigan. Yeah, Upper Peninsula.
Yeah,
right off of It's like right off of like the Green Bay Interstate. So like. You can get there pretty quick. You buy like
if you find land up there, because there's a lot of land that's been sold to foreign entities.
You buy
foreign
like
companies,
40 acres up there, and then you build your house in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. That's how you do it. Yeah. So that's what you do with your mill.
Yeah. Well, no, it's if you won the lottery. So it's like whatever the current pot is, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's not. It doesn't have a dollar amount on it.
I thought you said a mill.
No. No, I said, if you won the lottery, what's your first thing you're going to do with your money?
Yeah. Well, I would still buy like stocks and crypto and then probably.
You can figure out some way to maintain your legacy.
Well, yeah.
Create. You basically have the opportunity to create generational wealth, and you have to structure it in the right way.
Depending on how much the lottery is. Say it is like hundreds of millions or whatever. That's ridiculous amounts of money. But like you put 100 million of it right. Oh, I mean, you don't even have to put that much. You could put like 2.4 million of it into a bank with 5% interest. How much do you get a year? Do the math real quick.
Isn't it like 15,000 or something like that?
It's like 140K.
140. Oh, okay, I'm way off in the math.
So you could like live on the interest of that with one whatever. I say it was like 100 million. 1/50th of it you could live on the interest of. You'd be set for life.
Oh yeah, you could definitely set your entire family up as long as they don't get up.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Do not give money away because then people are going to be asking for more and then they hate you the second you say no. So don't do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't lend money to people anymore. Like I can't. It's so bad, dude. Like people are so bad with it. Like, okay, like I can't. I just tell people no. Like I'm just like, yeah, like I've lent it to people before and I've never get it back. I never really asked for it back. But like the second that you keep saying like yes, no, and then they're like never talk to you again. So it's like, okay, well, I don't want that either.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
So I just tell people like I don't do it anymore, and like people are pretty okay with that answer. I realized after you kind of hang out with people and actually have friends, like people are okay with that answer.
Yeah.
But it is like a wild thing to just like don't give it away to anybody. Put it in your family, like put it in a trust. Make sure that it only goes to like your family. Not even necessarily all your extended family. Pick the family members that you like.
Yeah,
you know,
it's basically how it's set it up
nowadays.
Yeah, that's how.
Pick the ones that are not left leaning. You know, not the communists. You know,
right? Yeah, and not part of the LDS.
Yeah, all of that. So definitely, like Yeah, that would be a good option though. Buying land in the middle of nowhere, up north, like way up
and
north.
the upside is you could be able to make it as the best the best system of the time.
Yeah.
And just to be able to set yourself, you don't, if you go less is more, but you quality over quantity, you're able to be able to figure it all out. Because
there was a Castle Island out in, I want to say it was like northern Wisconsin. Literally a castle on an island. $18 million.
Yeah.
It had 2,000 acres.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets! You could
The entire island.
Yeah.
And it was like a castle house. That would be where I would go. 18 million. If I had like 100 mil, 1/5 of that, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. Once you
Why
buy it, then you
not?
just stock it with then you got to stock it with the means to protect it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would hire soldiers. I would have people guarding like there'd be people asking African or European swallow. Dude, it would be so good. I would love that.
Right.
And then yeah, just get the internet out there. So we'd have to pay like probably another 10, 20 mil to get internet out there. But the other thing is, okay, so say you had like 2 buttons in front of you.
Okay.
And one of them said $1 million guaranteed.
All right.
And the other one was 50% chance, but you make 10 million. Which one are you pressing?
50% chance.
My man.
Yeah.
My man. I saw the comments on the Twitter post the other day, and everybody said, "Oh, 1 million guaranteed. 1 million guaranteed." It's like $1 million is easy to make. Okay, like just do the 10 mil, 50 chance it. What are you doing if you lose that though? You know what I mean? Like
no money, no
exactly.
No
You didn't
money,
have the money
yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, what do you can't do? It's like, oh, I should have chose the 1 million. It's like, the 1 million would be nice because you can build from that, but it's like if you have the chance to make it 10 million real fast, like, it is what it is.
10 million is a cash out, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely a cash out in today's society.
Yeah. 10 mil is, I mean, like, I don't know. I think the perception of money too. I think a lot of Zoomers think that you need like 8 or 9 mil to retire 5. But they might be right now.
It's actually probably
now
closer.
that I'm really thinking about it,
it's,
like
it's your medical
Zoomers might be
expenses
right
that'll kill
with
you.
and
It'll drain
the
you dry.
inflation and everything like that. You might need a lot more to retire.
Oh yeah, the years the $1 million 401k is a myth.
Oh yeah, even like the $1 million home is like not even a thing anymore. Like the mansion is not a $1 million home anymore. I saw a place even here in La Crosse for like $500K, barely worth it. Like, I mean, if you look at it, like this house was $250K 3 years ago. So like, what's going on there? Whatever. You can talk about the housing market. You don't want the housing market to crash because you're gonna lose your job. But now that everybody works in healthcare, I don't know what's going on anymore. I saw another map not that long ago where it was like what states in like. It had a list of like all 50 states and then what like the primary way of making money was. In the 1990s, it was manufacturing, like basically across the board, right? And now it's healthcare. Everybody works in healthcare, right? It's just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, no kidding.
The Matrix is healthcare.
Yeah, the Matrix is sick care. Because I was talking to my buddy.
I mean, I'm in that field. You're in that field.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
it's something crazy to think about.
That is, well, I do.
Because healthcare is a broad umbrella.
Spectrum. Yeah, very true. Very true.
We're both in healthcare services in some way related, whether it be insurance or whether it be whatever. Like who I work with, like that's definitely healthcare.
Oh, yeah.
So it's weird. It's
or you look at OPP or OPM, other people's money, other people's problem.
Yeah.
You work with other people's problems. I work with other people's money. Well, no, actually, no. I work with other people's problems because it's like they all have a problem of some sort and need
kind of all
resolved.
the same.
Yeah, yeah. The only people that does with OPM is Alicia.
Money is the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else I'd do with like that. Yeah, say it was like a lottery, right? Like I don't know. Like I said, my mental like attitude towards money and like everything has pretty much been even across the board. So
right. Yeah, you could take a portion of that money to live off for several years while you take the other money investor to figure like how I'm able to take X amount of dollars, like have your friends be part of your dream living, but having a means to be able to pay, to work that money because it's like
hire an editor.
Yeah, right. That's the good
professional good editor. Yeah, we get like 120K on the line. You know what I mean? Like That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
But
really
then
nice.
yeah, that you just dump a bunch of money in advertising, just blow up the feeds. Because that's usually
Yeah.
that's what right now. If anybody has money that's getting into podcasting, they'll drop a mass amount. My buddy Cody wants to do another podcast, but I haven't seen or heard on what he would like to do with it. And every time he brings up, let's go. You know, it's like this is. But if this is going to be your project, you need to let me know what you want to do, because it's like I'm not going to be the one that's running it. I will help you work with it, but I won't be the one running it.
Yeah.
But he wants to dump like $4 or $5 grand into advertising.
Okay.
You know?
Not where I would put the money, but okay.
Well, it's like because there's ways to shortcut it, but there's ways to be able to work around it and go from there. Because it's like I could you'd solve better of luck in the algorithm, and you say the right things that create the right emotion you're looking for, whether it be jealousy, envy,
yeah.
I
mean,
pride.
I think
bravery.
depends on what type of podcast he wants to do.
He wants to call it Bone, but focusing
Because he
on
was
out the outdoors.
the stationary astronaut guy.
No.
Different guy.
Right now he's I don't know what Nick is doing.
Okay.
Cody is the one
Cody.
that did Bucks of Nebraska and
Oh, okay,
Spawn.
okay.
That whole
He's like
thing.
your. Yeah, he's like the guy.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Cody. Yeah. Okay. So Cody wants to start a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't know what to do.
I think he has an idea what he would like to do and stuff like. Because he really likes the format of Patrick Bet David.
Everybody loves Patrick for David.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Next to Chris Williamson from the
Yep.
the Modern Wisdom.
Modern
you know.
Wisdom. Yeah. Yeah, those podcasts are the best to emulate. And then
Mhm.
Michael Knowles is pretty good too.
Because isn't he one that does Diary of CEO? Is that his podcast?
No, I think there's somebody else.
Okay, I can't remember his name.
I was gonna say Christian Williamson, but I think
But that's Modern Wisdom.
that's Modern Wisdom.
Yeah, Modern Wisdom. I just
the
finished
other
up.
one that you're talking about though is pretty good too. So Michael Knowles is like he's like an Italian Catholic guy. I don't know. He does like a bunch of like news breakdowns. I think he's hired through Daily Wire.
Okay.
But he's pretty good to like watch too for like how to do like a podcast and how to like structure it.
Yeah.
But Patrick David right now is number one by far. I've mentioned that to I think the group chat on Btier.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was like, guys, not that we have to do it like this, but this is like how you do a podcast.
Yes.
You talk about everything that's happening today. You talk about the story.
Mm-hmm.
You bring in a little bit of life stuff. You have everybody bring in their own life stuff. You have everybody have an opinion. Not everybody agrees with everybody.
Yeah.
You move on, you move forward, you get the next story. And that's
Agreed.
like literally T for T. I listen to a lot of Patrick David because I've always liked him. I used to watch him when he was Valuetainment back when, I guess he's still Valuetainment, but like.
Just the evolution of it all.
Yeah, I used to watch him when he was doing like how to change your life with $500 and starting a t-shirt business type thing. And that was like, I want to say he was maybe like a 30K sub YouTube channel at that time, you know, like I caught him early and I was like, yeah, this guy is going to blow up. And then he interviewed Kobe like 3 years later. And I was like, that's insane.
Yeah.
You know,
I just listened to I think it was Friday. I listened to Modern Wisdom with Gary Vee on, and that was a good podcast.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best ones
I
I've
haven't
heard in a long
Gary
time.
Vee in a long time. I have not heard that name.
Yeah, Gary. Well,
He bought Radio Shack and then went offline.
Gary Vee still crushing. Venner Media is still doing a phenomenal job. He's on the pulse. He understands what's going on. So he is a way to really look at it, like being able to be a grindhouse and emulating empathy and such. And he's just kind of just killing it.
Yeah,
He's still doing it, but it's like he's
That's
providing.
the thing, man. It needs to be like to blow up in the modern algo. It needs to be like very current topics. I hate that though. I hate that. And maybe Btier can change that a little bit. Like maybe we're just like, oh yeah, we post like a month later, and then we're like, guys, we got opinions on this. You know.
Well, sometimes it's good to hear the recycling of it all, because just because it was hot today, it could die down, because right now our attention span's 5 seconds. So us talking about it and having it reappear again in the Matrix in a few months or a few weeks, it could regenerate the interest in it.
A little bit. Yeah,
that's the way. It's a positive way to look at it. If it doesn't hit, then it's like it's out there. It's just long as the SEO is there, that could possibly make a change. But if you talk too much what is going on within the Matrix, the Matrix is going to shut you down because they don't like that stuff.
Well, yeah, we've gotten guys. So for context, when we did Dosed After Dark, we hit 850 subs, I
Yeah,
think,
we were doing
under a year.
Yeah.
And then it was probably like 7 or 6 months. But but we got our first flag on the account. We had talked about
the E word.
the E word.
Yep.
But we were like that night, that wasn't even like the main topic. We were talking about like, I think Twitter just got bought out by Elon Musk. We were like, oh, how is this going to affect future like E-words and all that? You can't do that though, right? So we get shut down. We have like a 600 subs. We run it like another 6-7 months after that. We were probably live for about 2 years total. And we get, it's just like we get literally like our third flag, and then the channel just you can't go live on it anymore. Okay, well, like what do you do? You know, and I think we have one flag we can still get on that.
Oh,
but we were shut down for 2 months.
Yeah,
after that second flag.
That second flag is when I dropped the patent number of adrenochrome.
It was a patent number.
Yeah, but it's like it showed that
number.
It made adrenochrome real, and then by them deleting our episode or that clip,
it was like a retroactive ban too.
Oh yeah, and the clip was like, what was it? We only had like what 10 people
banned
views.
I don't know, man. We got
was
banned
stupidly low.
We got banned on a live stream, and then like
that was when we played the royalty free music of that one band.
Yeah, and then we just got like hyper focused after that, because I think it was like the week after that we get a ban, we get a strike, we can't go live for a week, and then next thing I know, I have 3 videos that are up for review, and I'm like, what? You know, and these are videos that dropped like a year and a half ago. It's like, what are you even talking about? Like, we haven't even like talked about this for a year.
What are you smoking, man? What are you doing, bro?
Right? And then, next thing you know, like we get another strike because of the patent number that you dropped in a short.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Come on, like I mean, obviously I edited it and put it.
Yeah, you did a good job. That's why you got banned. You know, it's like you got that's a pat on the back right there. It's like good job.
It caught views, and then
now
I have all of my family wondering why I'm not talking about the news anymore or anything like that. And it's like, because you can just get banned. Like, I don't know. They didn't want to hear it. So it just sucks. Can't make a change anymore, you know?
No, that's exactly right. We cannot make a change. You nailed it. You nailed it on the head. Yeah. That's to let you know that freedom of speech is basically dead on any means of a town square.
But you can talk about the new Superman. You can talk about the new 28 years later.
Yeah.
You can talk about the new Jurassic World movie that just came out. You can't talk about anything important.
Yep. They want you to be complacent.
Amen to that.
Yeah, they want you to be complacent inside the realm of the Matrix. It was interesting. I have I have a podcast tomorrow night too as well, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. What's that one on? Is that going to be
the Kicking Bear charity?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it started here, I don't know, several years ago, so I got to do some research into it. And
you haven't researched yet. I get it. Yeah, do it like 30 minutes before. You're gonna be fine.
Well, I still have hours to do it, so I just got to go online and just download the podcast that he's associated with, and just do a search for it on through my podcast app and pull everything up, start listening to it.
Okay.
You know, I still have 8 hours to pull through it, and then I can use whatever I find from there. I can always use an AI or something like that to help find good questions to be able to ask him in certain styles to be able to really get penetration in the conversation. Then it makes more clippable moments, because these
moments. Yeah.
The clippable moments is you can use those questions, and that's where you can begin your clip.
Yeah.
You know, and it could be short form or long form.
You know how we do it here, right? Yeah. So like just take a little bit of this, you know, open it up with like a charismatic question, be like, hey, what would you do if you were president tomorrow? You know, what does your org do? You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Just have them go. It does help, man. It does help.
I agree. Having some form of questions that will
some
be
type of
out.
hypothetical. Yeah. Let them think a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
What would you do if there was a zombie apocalypse? You know what I mean? Like just simple questions, you know? Like you don't got to be too complex.
Right. The way you do basically want to do it is like there's been some really good Reddit posts where you can just break it down where it's like most of the stuff will decay, it'll all fall apart. If you're in the winter time, the zombies will eventually just freeze, and you can just crack them on the head and you can just use an ice pick and poke them.
Easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy. One axe to the head.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then you start refining your movements to like be able to find yourself a samurai sword, and you start going to like I'm going over to the
become Michonne.
Yeah. Yeah, Michonne. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the thing I never understood is like why in that show they never had everybody outfitted to have a Bowie knife. Or
you think it would be like a thing.
Yeah, where everybody's carrying this weaponry because then they have a variety of choice to be able to work, and they just got to figure out mid-range weapons. Can they be and something that's fast, but having enough to deliver a blow, but quick enough to react to begin your next transition into your next combat? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't get it. That's what I was wondering too. I'm like,
because Michonne is like she really literally set the benchmark is like this is how you're going to survive if you're by yourself, and she did it.
Yeah.
I mean, having the 2 walkers, I think it was season 2,
camouflage. Yeah. Season 3.
Yeah, and she managed to make it all work. It's like that's very brilliant on how to be able to pull it off.
Yeah. So if you were Superman, this is random. If you were Superman, what would you do with your powers right away?
Oh boy. Now, am I Superman at my current age or am I Superman at 18? That's 2 different mindsets that you gotta think about.
Okay, well, 18, I know where you're going. I know where you're going with 18 for sure. X-ray vision, why not? But no, if you were current you with current you knowledge with Superman powers, what do you do?
Ooh, and do I have to pick a universe or can I pick Earth 616?
Well, wait, this is the DC.
They have multiverse.
Do they?
They have Dark
I guess
Side.
they have Flash and stuff.
Yeah, Dark Side, Flash. Dark Side can warp in between the timelines, stuff like that. But then you have Kang that can.
But you're saying, well, Kang is Marvel.
Yeah, well, but it's like they've done their crossovers. They're all part of a hypothetical situation.
Okay,
so,
hypothetical.
You know what I mean? But it's like at least you can prepare yourself. Like this is the Earth you're going to be.
I don't want to go this much into it. Current Earth.
Yeah,
current Earth.
So
you are you.
Oh,
current wife, current Earth.
Right. So the way I would go about it is that I'll just basically it'd be tyrannical, but basically I'll just go after the WEF, the WHO, kind of reset stuff.
Reset.
Yeah. And then turn around and destroy the Pentagon.
You turn like Homelander.
Yeah. Just turn around and destroy the Pentagon. It's like look, you figure it out.
Yeah.
Go through and it's like destroy the Library of Congress and then remove all the other laws except for the Declaration of Independence. Like we're back to square one.
Yeah, you're like Bill of Rights Declaration. We're good to go.
Right. Yeah. And then then you can.
We'll figure out the amendments later.
Yeah. Then, well, if you already have it already written, it's like you just run with that, and then it's like then you can be a little bit more. You can change like, hey, we can get rid of we can get maps. We can just kind of eliminate that whole subspecies. You know, we can bring back the guillotine. You know, just kind of make that a public
small
stint.
Things. Yeah, things that people want. Things that people want.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
To be able to fix it, but it's like if you're able to remove that large government or remove the UN, you can allow the population to kind of have a level reset, and plus you can really reevaluate the infrastructure. Do you want to go with the U.S. dollar? Do you want to go to cryptocurrency? What is the most thing? What is it going to be the most level setting thing? Because you're still going to have your rich people and your poor people and stuff like that. Because it's just how.
I mean, that's meritocracy.
But but it's like now you could go back to a full capitalistic opportunity where people have the opportunity to grow, get rid of HOAs. Like, no, we're not doing HOAs anymore.
You know,
make those outlawed.
I've made the argument before where real capitalism's never been tried.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've talked about it several times.
It's because we've had slavery. So like if you take slavery out of the equation, you take like general like subclass out of the equation where it's like you're paying. Right now we still have slavery because honestly, after I'm looking at all this like immigration stuff, like we still have like people who are like, oh yeah, I want to pay these farmers less so that I can like keep paying them and make more money or whatever because I can't afford Americans to do that or whatever. Still slavery, y'all. I don't know who's doing it now, but you know, it still exists in some way. And obviously, you still have places in Africa that have slavery. But yeah, say you could like get rid of that entirely. Real capitalism's never been tried, so give it a go. You know. And if you need to figure out, okay, like you might make a compromise with property tax or something like that. But you know, you have to go from there. Yeah, well, the upside you by removing all the tax structure, you can allow folks to figure out like what really truly matters in the situation. So, and then this is where this is what you would do as Superman.
Yeah, why not? Because like not many people gonna anybody that can fight me is gonna be Lex Luthor and stuff like that. And it's like he might be the anarchist that I could work with. You know, because this is his crazy.
That's true.
This is his crazy. This is
something
his
else
world.
you guys never really thought about.
Yeah. Why? Because it's like If you could basically pull yourself where it's just the two, you have a conversation. It's like, this is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. What do you think? Because who better to pitch this idea to than to him?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, how can we, like, because your goal as Superman is to protect the world, but how do you protect the people from themselves? But it's like, basically, you got to destroy the establishment. You got to break down that matrix.
All right.
You know what I mean? And like the biggest thing we'd want to do is we want to coach like, hey, we need to open up more local butchers. And so this way, then we don't have to rely on 30 different stations around the United States that produce our meat.
Production.
Yeah, because remember, we only have 30 meat packing plants in the United States. 30. That's it. 30. Only controlled by 4 or 5 different conglomerates.
I bet you can name them.
JBL, Cargill, to the one.
You got this, Tyson.
Tyson, yeah, Tyson.
And another one.
Oh, like
you see the exact logo, but you can't name it.
Yeah, that's just right there, and I can see it.
It's tough. Anybody at home could probably figure it out.
But you know that would be the way to really be able to pull off something like that, a transition and change it. Because then it's like, then instead of turning crime into a for-profit business, you're able to figure like, well, how can we make you better?
Yep.
You know, instead of having decades-long court cases, like, all right, how can we make this like you could really you could also build back your borders too as well, stop the invasion.
Crazy.
Yeah, right. Borders work.
Superman.
But we've gotten so far that we don't realize like why we had borders in the first place. But it's all been created into a delusion.
Yeah, it's just been catered. There was like obviously at some point there was a change where it was like women want to feel sympathy for everything that's happening and they vote now, so it's like it's like a whole thing.
So what you're saying is you want to remove the 19th Amendment?
No, I'm not saying that. Because then we're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, there'd be your chance of running for office.
No, I wouldn't repeal it. Honestly, it wouldn't be. It would be.
You couldn't do it because you're local.
Well, it would be kind of like a dumb thing to repeal, I think.
Oh yeah. But if you're able to continue on with the Superman bit, you're able to get rid of if you're able to redo the tax laws.
If I'm Superman, no one's voting.
Yeah, right.
I'm voting. Right. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Btier Pod. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Click that notification bell down below. We do post daily content over here on the channel, so we have a short or a long form going up every single day. We're over on Spotify. We're not really over anywhere else. Instagram, Facebook.
And TikTok, yeah.
TikTok. Oh, yeah, TikTok. Okay. You guys have a good rest of your night. Peace out. Thank you for tuning in.